Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's going on, great people? This is Coach Dre Blast coming at you once again with the mindset recipe. I'm excited that each and every one of you are here. You took the time to respond to my LinkedIn message and going to hop in here and get some great information. We're going to be able to accelerate the mind in today's topic today, and excited to have you here. Got people calling in from everywhere. Make sure when you come in that you mute your phones so nobody misses this incredible information that's going on. I mean, we've got Oakland, California, we've got New York City in the house, Cincinnati, Ohio. I mean, there's just so many great people that's going to come in here, and I'm just excited to have you today. And I'm not going to belabor too much of the time. I'm going to get right into it and give you guys what you came here for. Again, thank you so much for joining us today, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, hold on. You know how it is with technology. Make sure we get everything on and popping. Kansas City, what's good with you, Kansas City? We see you. All right. Make sure I got everything here. Excellent. So we're going to hop right into this. Boom. Can everybody see the screen okay? You can put the hands up.
Yes.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Well, welcome again. My name is Coach Andre Blasingame to this masterclass. Thank you for meeting me here on Zoom. In the next 45 minutes, you're going to discover how to change your mindset and accelerate it so you can live life on purpose and learn something about not having to compromise your time, health, and money. So stay tuned to the end, because we're going to have a special offer at the end and a bonus just for you attending today. So by a show of hands, you can put it in the chat, you can put it in the show of hands in the Zoom. Just remember that you got to put your hand down if there's any more questions. But how many of you here are leaders in your industry, in your family, in your business, and you want to achieve more out of life? I know I did. That's one of the reasons why I started this program. Excellent, perfect. I know there's a bunch of people that are out there like that. And how many of you are here because you want to inspire others by knowing your purpose and becoming a person of influence? That was me too. That was another reason why I started this entire thing. Love it. Perfect. Perfect. It's what I love to hear. So that means that you are in the right place at the right time, and this is perfect for you. The principles that I'm going to share with you today is something that you can immediately implement to make a big difference in your career, business, and your personal life. But before anything else, I'm a thinker. If you don't know my personality, I'm very bubbly and outgoing. But I want to thank you again for investing your time in your personal growth, being here with me today. And I promise I will do everything in my power to make this masterclass worth your time. And just to set your expectations, this masterclass and the principles I will share with you today are not just something that I've implemented with my clients in the past few years. It's also something that I implement for myself. So I definitely practice what I preach. And since we will be spending almost an hour together, I would like to introduce myself just a little bit real quick. Is that okay with everybody? Cool. You can put yes in the chat and you put your hand up. And I got a big promise for you at the end. At the end of this webinar, I'm going to give you a special offer and a bonus, but you have to be watching live in order to get it. So stick around. We're going to have a Q&A session about this, and you're going to get an opportunity to get some right now coaching. So stick around and you'll have that opportunity. And I know we got a lot of distractions around us, but the principles I'm going to share with you changed my life and many others. And I don't want you to miss any of this information. So take some time to be focused. I know some of you are at work, probably picking up kids and taking care of the 1,000 other things you have in your day, but break out your notepad, your pen, your iPad, your phone, whatever it is you use to take notes and focus in. Social media is going to be a distraction. Emails are going to be a distraction. Your cell phone is going to be a distraction, but just give me a few minutes of your time and take some notes, and we're going to get into it. All right. Excellent. So the recipe, mindset accelerator, live life on purpose. I'm a chef by trade, so a lot of this is going to be centered around food analogies that is for your mind. I believe in mindful eating for the beloved community, and it's not just what you consume with food, but it's also what you consume in your mind. So I'm going to share some principles with you today to boost that up. But let me tell you who I am real quick. So my name, again, Chef Andre Blassingame, chef, coach, speaker, owner, entrepreneur. There's some accolades that are on there. I own a catering, consulting, and coaching company called Heavenly Catering International, located in the great state of Texas, Dallas. That is, for all my Dallas Cowboy fans out there, I love you. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but, I understand your pain when the team loses, but I digress. I'm also a certified coach with Extreme Execution, which is Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. If you know Dr. Eric Thomas, anything he does, #1 motivational speaker, I am a part of his team, and he is my mentor, giving me incredible nuggets with, his team with Moose and Nikki as well. My culinary background, I have 25 years in the hospitality industry, from front of the house, back of the house, fast food to fine dining. All of that is included, in my resume, from Walt Disney World to Dr. Pepper to American Airlines, et cetera, et cetera. My biggest thing that I do now is that I'm a competition chef. If anybody's ever heard of the World Food Championships, it's currently in Dallas for the next couple of years, but it's been going on for 9 years, and you have to qualify to compete against about 500 to 1,500 chef and chef teams from all over the world. And I tell people, you don't have to believe me, look it up, type in my name, it's exactly how it spells, and you'll be able to see that information in there. 2-time Texas Super Chef, that's one of the qualifiers that you need to get into the World Food Championships. And so I've made an incredible living having fun doing what I love. In addition to that, I'm the COO of SOAR Hospitality YLC, which is a charter school in Roselle, New Jersey. I got an incredible set of boards that just skyrocket and put it forward. If anybody ever watches The View, one of them called me today, and The View was talking about how there aren't enough schools out there that are teaching kids the other skills to be ready to work in the workforce as soon as they graduate from high school, so everybody don't go to college, right? So that's one of the ones that is near and dear to my heart. President of Old School New School, another nonprofit that we focus on kids that are phasing out of foster care, so they can get free education, free housing, and a free vocational learning so they can be productive members of society. And then I'm a board chair member at BCA Global. That's the Black Culinary Alliance, where we focus on mindful eating for the beloved community and bringing equity to the table for people of color. So definitely excited about doing all those things. It's been great. And then a little bit about me, I always like to, so let's get into the information. Enough about me. Let's roll to the information. So the menu today, the ingredients to change your mindset. All right. The ingredients to change your mindset. Shout out to Sabrina, born in Kentucky, living in Nashville. So the menu, ingredients to accelerate your mind. I use a system called the DISC assessment. If you ever heard of it, it's a very popular assessment that was created by a very intelligent scientist many years ago. This scientist also created Wonder Woman. And these ingredients from the DISC, once you take it, will help you navigate through relationships, business, and life. This is where achieving anything begins. It's a modern day interpretation, loosely, of Dr. William Marston. You can look him up, of his behavioral dimensions. Marston's research uncovered 4 quadrants of behavior, which help to understand a person's behavioral preferences. So this DISC assessment will help you understand your behavioral style, how to maximize your potential, unlock your purpose, and in addition, help you be a much more effective communicator to you and be able to tell people how to communicate with you. All right. So let's keep it moving. So today's menu, the mindset ingredients, the starter, 4 things: discipline, consistency, knowledge applied, and skill. These are the first steps into changing your mindset. And I'm going to dispel a few myths about each one of these. The first one is discipline is difficult to achieve. A lot of people you hear that say that they're set in their ways. They do it a certain way, they're always going to do it that way, right? But I tell people you can achieve discipline in every area of your life because it's a choice. So it's a myth that you're stuck in your ways. You choose to be stuck in those ways. You can change. Myth number 2 about consistency. Consistency is not so much about what we do. Wrong. It's exactly what you choose to do. It leads to having effectiveness. Principle number 3, it's myth. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is where the true strength lies. There's a lot of things that you know that if you don't use, it's not effective. We're going to dive deep more into that. And principle number 4 is skill. It's myth. Skill can be taught. It can only be applied. It's something that you have to do. Skill is not something that you can read in a book. You can learn theories, but you have to apply it. So now let's get into the making of the recipe. Let's get into this menu. So menu item number 1, discipline. All right. The practice of training people to follow a code of behavior and learn to not fall away from it, a routine that rarely changes. All right. Morgan Freeman puts it like this: self-control is strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence, right? Discipline in daily routines is probably the most prevalent thing that happens to us in society. And when I say discipline in normal things that we do regularly, you know, getting up in the morning to brush your teeth or to use the bathroom or take the shower in the morning or lay out your clothes, or if you laid out your clothes the previous night. Those are daily habits and disciplines that you do subconsciously without thinking. And see, those are the little things that set up your entire day. Simple things like not looking at your phone when you first wake up in the morning. But I know many of us are victim to that. But those little things. And so when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, you've been told that brushing your teeth helps keep your doctor's visits down, to keep your dentist visits, you know, not pricey. Right? It also goes with the food you eat, but that's another conversation. But you brush your teeth every morning to maintain your great smile. You brush your teeth every morning to eliminate your bad breath from being asleep, you know, majority of the night. And you do it routinely because you know it's a good, healthy practice for you to build, right? But we don't take those subconscious things that we do naturally and apply it to our everyday life, right? We don't think about breathing, we just breathe. Now, if you ever take some time to meditate and do focus breathing or do yoga, it changes when you have to think about breathing. It's not a natural body function anymore. And you realize when you think about breathing, you get more oxygen, you get more blood flow, and you get more, you're able to think better on a daily basis, right? So what we're going to do for this first area of discipline is we're going to do some goal setting. So this is what I want you to do right now. Take out a piece of paper, notepad. Everybody, please make sure you put your phones on mute. Look down at your phone real quick. I don't want anybody's background noise. Definitely don't want to have these hear nobody's conversations, if you will. So, so take out a piece of paper, Microsoft Word, whatever it is that you use to take your notes on, and or even a text message. I've done that before in my life. I want you to write down your 3 most important goals. Okay. You're going to write down these 3 goals. You should already have them. I know there's going to be some people that looks at their goals daily, and some people that have never set a goal, some people that are new to goal setting, but you're going to write down the 3 most important goals, right? And you're going to take out your calendar. So while you're writing these down, 3 important goals, I want you to categorize them. Of these 3 most important, it could be better relationship with my spouse. It could be that promotion at work. It could be to make 7 figures in my business. It could be to give more. Whatever those 3 goals are, you're going to write those down, right? When you write those down, then you're going to categorize those 3. Which one is the most important? You're going to take that one that's most important. You're going to take out your calendar, and you're going to write this goal in your calendar for 30 minutes after you wake up. Okay? Because this is important for your discipline. 30 minutes after you wake up. Okay? Hold on one second. So, and then after you put it in your calendar, there's going to be some of you on the phone that's not going to do it. There's some people that's going to do the activity, there's some that won't. Whether you do or you don't, it will define your true level of discipline and really wanting to unlock your mind for change. Because doing this simple task and looking at it daily is going to change how you think about you, your goals, and your outlook. And you're going to look at this goal a minimum of 3 times a day for the next 30 days. And every time you have done something towards that goal, you're going to write it down next to that goal. Every day, even if you don't do something for the goal once a week, if you do something for the goal, 5 times a week, you're going to write it down, because it's going to start tapping into your subconscious about you thinking about your routine. Okay? So I'm going to give you guys another minute or two to do this as we get some of our latecomers to join the meeting. Excellent. Everybody's in here. Fantastic. Has anybody finished their goals? If anybody finished their goals, you can just put a hand up real quick. Put a thumbs up. Excellent. 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 All right. Make sure you put that in there, and we're going to go move to the next one. So, consistency. Menu item number 2. Conformity in the application of something, typically that which is necessary for the sake of logic, accuracy, and fairness. I've learned that consistency is better than rare moments of greatness, because you could have that one time that you win, and the one time that you're the MVP, or the one time that you were the best person on the team. But the person that has the most consistency is the one that's going to get that raise, is the one that's going to get that promotion, is the one that's going to take that successfulness to another level. Another definition of consistency, because I am a chef, is the way in which a substance, typically a liquid, holds together its thickness or viscosity, right? So what's your viscosity? What holds you together? They say doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result is insanity. But see, the key phrase is a different result. But consistency over and over again, you should expect the same result. So take some time and find the areas of your life where you can be more consistent. We all have some inconsistencies, whether we don't smile enough, we don't open up enough. I know for men, a lot of times we don't share our emotions the way that we need to, and we know about those inconsistencies. So point out some of those inconsistencies, write that down in your notes for you to look back later, and then balance it with some things that you're very consistent in. All right? And then here's another task. Task number 2, pick a time of day in your calendar, and you're going to type this. I am the best at whatever it is. Well, I'm the best chef, I'm the best carpenter, I'm the best parent, I'm the best, et cetera, et cetera. I am the best, and then you're going to put it in. Put it 30 minutes after you wake up, because some people get up and pray in the morning, and some people go use the bathroom and stuff in the morning, but you're going to do this 30 minutes after you wake up, and you're going to look at it 3 times a day, just like you did with your goals. Affirmations are important. And you're going to tell yourself, I'm the best at whatever it is. Let me know when anybody is done with that, and we'll move on to the next topic. Because see, you will see your consistency grow, and you will see change in your work ethic. Give 120% at your job for the next 30 days, and you're going to see a monumental change in everything. Give 120% to opening up to your spouse in the next 30 days. Give 120% of doing sales for your business for the next 30 days. You will see a significant increase, not only in your mindset and your thought and knowledge, but you will also see an increase in your bank account. I've done it, and I teach people to do it all the time. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Now, this one is one of my favorites, knowledge, because there's a misconception about knowledge. They always say that knowledge is power, but it's only power when it's applied. One of the greatest minds in history is Albert Einstein, and he puts it like this: the only source of knowledge is experience. That means you got to apply and do something. It means you have to do it, right? You can't just know it, because there's too many people out there that know things, they don't do it. And knowledge applied is facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through experience or education, awareness or familiarity gained by experience of a fact or situation. Isn't that a mouthful? Knowledge is only power when it's applied. And calculus is a good example. You know, I was able to do calculus when I was in college. And the field of study that I chose, we don't use calculus. There's some gastronomy that's in there and some things that go into chef world, but we don't use calculus. We probably, algebra is probably about as high as we went. Even though I can do calculus and trigonometry, I don't use it. So is it really power? It's not power until one of my, somebody in my family or one of my nieces or nephews come and ask me how to do it. Right now, it's just knowledge. I mean, how many of you have learned things over the years that you never got to apply? Learned a lot of stuff over the years I've never got to apply. But when you apply it, it gives you the power. They say that man no longer thinks, right? They say we only use 10% of our full potential in our full mind. You are what you think. And the key to success and failure is we become what we think, right? And the best definition that I've heard for success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, right? The success definition of success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. So if you have a worthy ideal and you're working hard towards it, then no one can define success to you or tell you that success is defined by money. If you're a mom that wanted to be the best mom and best housewife and you're doing exceptional at it, that's success. If you own a corner store and that's been your dream since you were a kid, you're a success. And don't let anybody tell you anything different. You may not have as many zeros as somebody else, but that doesn't mean that you aren't a success, right? And have you ever noticed that a person who becomes successful tends to continue to become more successful? And on the other hand, have you noticed that someone who's a failure tends to continue to fail? It has less to do with the work that they're putting in and more to do with their mindset that needs to change. See, the human mind doesn't care what we plant in it. It will cultivate positivity and negativity equally. You know, I'm a chef and I'm low-key learning about farming, right? And something that a farmer told me, he said that, fertile land doesn't care what you plant in it, whether you plant a corn or a poisonous plant. If the land is fertile, it's going to give it back to you in the same abundance. The mind works the same way. What you feed it and what you think about is what it's going to cultivate. And having that knowledge will take you to the success that you're looking for, changing that mindset. Menu item number 4, skill. Now, like I said earlier, originally from Louisville, Kentucky, so I always got to give a shout out to my GOAT, Muhammad Ali, because he on and off, in the ring and outside of the ring, he was phenomenal. He had his flaws, like we all do, but he was phenomenal in what he did. And skill is the ability to do something well, applied will, right? You can will yourself into a lot of things, especially developing the right skill. He says champions aren't made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them, a desire, a dream, or a vision. They have to have the skill and the will, but the will must be stronger than the skill. Where's your will right now? Do you want to excel at your job? Do you want to go places in your company, in your community? Do you want to get rich? All you got to do is plant that seed in your mind, care for it, work steadily towards your goal, and it'll become a reality. See, think about your goal in a very relaxed way. That's why I had you write down your goals earlier today. Picture yourself in your mind's eye having already achieved this goal, right? See yourself doing the things you will be doing once you reached your goal. All right? Think about that. Think about what you're going to be doing when you reach your goal. Because at the end of the day, we're all this subtotal of our thoughts. And how do you develop this skill and will? I'm going to give you some pointers here. So take your notes, write this down. 1, by understanding we literally become what we think about. As you sow, so shall you reap, right? Whatever you put in your mind, whatever seed that you plant, it's going to cultivate from that. Number two, realize your limitations are solely under your control and the possibilities are beyond belief. See, you put limits on yourself, or other people may say something to you and put limitations on you. And if you believe it, you're limiting yourself. But see, you have the control not to do that. And the possibilities are beyond belief. Les Brown puts it well. He says, it's not impossible, it's impossible. All right. Number three, have the courage to think positively about your own problem and set your mind on your goal and allow your mind to find all the possible angles of solution to your success. See, you've got to believe and be strong and have the courage to think through your problems. See, the people that make the most money are problem solvers. They say that salesman is the highest paid profession in the world. That's because they figure out their clients' pain points and offer a solution. So if you want to go up in your bank account, if you want to be better in your relationship, if you want that promotion, multiple locations for your business, new clients, have the courage to think positively about your problem and work through the solutions. Number four. Now this one, to accomplish this task, requires all the other four skills. And it's going to seem simple when you hear it, and you probably heard it for years. Save 10% of every dollar you earn. And sometimes it can be tough if you're not earning what you need to earn. Bills are never going anywhere. Save 10% for yourself. Put it in there. Not including what you tithe, not what you donate to your favorite organizations, things of that nature. Save 10% of every dollar you earn. And number five, no matter your present job circumstance or business that you're in, be willing to pay the price for change. Be willing to pay the price to get that success. Be willing to pay the price to go that extra mile. Be willing to pay the price for the success of your goals. Because it's for you. There was a post that I put on my social media today. It says, you aren't blessed for you to do what they do. You are blessed so that they will do what you do. You're not blessed to do what they do. You're blessed so that they will do what you do. I want you to let that sink in for a minute. And think about these five things. You will become what you think about. Remember to keep dreaming and use your imagination. Have courage, stay focused on your goal, save your 10%, and take action. Your idea has no weight unless you act. Skill and will. Hope everybody got some good stuff out of that. All right. So I like aha moments. So put one aha moment in the chat from today's masterclass. I've shared this with thousands of people, been paid thousands of dollars to get this kind of information. So take some time now and tap in something that you may not have heard before, something that you would that you can apply now, something it's something that you could implement now. We've already started with the goals and discipline and consistency. So put in the chat something that you learned, some aha moments. Think positively about your problems. Appreciate your Tori. Plant good seeds. All right, Eric. Hope I pronounced that correctly. That's good. Come on, give me some more. There's about 30 people in here. Let's go. I like aha moments. Alarm affirmations. Man, when you wake up in the morning and your alarm goes off and it tells you that I am the best at what? And then you get to look at your goals daily. Man, knowledge is not power. Application of knowledge is. The human mind cultivates what it feeds it. Yes. Oh, we got some note takers out there. We all have the ability to be great. And that's outstanding. You guys, consistency is better than rare moments of greatness. See, that's what I'm talking about. Loving when you guys are paying attention. Outstanding. Man, I definitely hope I bless you guys today. And we're going to continue on with it. Checking out my goals daily versus my current time frame. Not new, but powerful every time I hear it out loud. Apply it. Outstanding. You guys are outstanding. All right, so what's next? How do we really unlock this mindset to achieve anything and live life on purpose? The Mindset Accelerator program. I call it the MAP, right? Everybody remembers Dora the Explorer. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, right? So the map always got to a destination. And of course, you know, Dora always had to overcome hurdles, answer questions, get away from that sneaky fox. For you to have kids, I know y'all know Dora the Explorer, you know, and for y'all that don't have kids, it's all right. Dora the Explorer, you'll learn a little bit about it. But there was a map that she always used to get to where she's going. And so what is the map? The MAP is a 90-day mindset transformation program that includes a few things. This assessment that I talked about before, it's going to unlock the core ingredients that you need to make your menu and recipe flourish and become very successful in what you do. And you get the full assessment. And I'm going to do something special for you guys today for being on here. I'm actually going to put my money where my mouth is, give you access to that free assessment for you to take, and let you set up a free one-on-one with me to review a couple of pages of that assessment. That's the value I'm going to give to you today. All right, with the full assessment. Next, you're going to get weekly group coaching. I'm in a very strong group coaching circle of some of the best minds from around the world, especially being in Eric Thomas's program. If you know E.T. the hip hop preacher, you know he's preached and talked everywhere. And the coaching community is awesome. So there'll be weekly group sessions. It's a 12-week group session course that you would come in with not only myself, but other coaches that are on my team to give you incredible knowledge to take your mindset and unlock it to achieve the success that you're looking for. Then you're also going to have, once you join the group coaching session, you'll have the opportunity to set up one-on-one coaching sessions and have direct access via email and WhatsApp, right? So you'll get an opportunity to send texts, send questions, you know, set up one-on-ones throughout the month to help you overcome any hurdles that you're dealing with currently, you know, in what it is that whatever your goal is. It's going to be focused on you and achieving your goal. In addition, you're going to get free learning and reflective resources. Those are critical for your non-group training, non-one-on-one opportunities to learn you and unlock you. Those are critical because those are what you would call work at your own pace, work on your own time. And when you come to the one-on-ones and the group sessions, we'll be discussing those. So even though you're working on your own time, you're still going to be working you know, towards that and to maximize what you have going on. Somebody's not on mute. If you would mute your phone, I greatly appreciate it. Everybody take a quick look down. Cool. So free access to the exclusive MAP masterclass. Now I have an hour masterclass that I've already put together that will send to you once you join the program, and you'll have an opportunity to learn how to reduce, relax, and reuse, right? And so the 3 R's give you an opportunity to change your mindset, understand how you need to reduce some things in your life, how you need to relax, and then how you need to recommit, not reuse, recommit to whatever it is that you're seeking in your goals. And then your free access to Coach's Mastermind group. So in that one, what's great about that one is that's when you get to ask open questions, not in the one-on-one. And you get aspect from different coaches. The coaches, we all have different personality types and backgrounds. And because of that, you know, sometimes I may not be the coach for you, right? But I have a team of coaches that can definitely get you to where you need to go in changing your mindset and being successful in what you do. So what's the cost? I know everybody's always thinking that. People have paid tens of thousands for this type of training, you know, and I'm giving you this assessment for free today just to try it out because I put my money where my mouth is. And full report, that's almost a $2,000 cost to do that DISC assessment. Anybody been in corporate America, they do those personality assessments often in high-level execs, and the companies foot that bill, pay somebody like me to administer it, and help them unlock their most potential. 12-week group coaching session with direct access via email and WhatsApp, $1,400. One-on-one coaching session monthly, $1,800. Free resources, $600. MAP class, $2,000. Mastermind group, $500. So a little over $8,000 that people pay me for this training. We're coming out of a pandemic. Allegedly, they say we're going into another one, or currently in another one, right? So I understand. I know what you're thinking. Man, that's a lot. But if I gave you just a little bit of value today in unlocking your mind, would you invest in you? If all I did was give you the ingredients you needed to be successful at your business, would it be worth it? If all I did was give you an assessment that helped you build your confidence, find your purpose, your potential, get a raise in your career, would it be worth it? If all I did was better your relationships with your friends, your family, significant other, would it be worth it? And see, I'm not even going to charge you that little over $8 grand. I'm not going to charge you half of that or even a fourth of that, right? Special price that we got going on right now, a little under $1,500 for 3 months. That's about $499 a month. 3-month coaching program. And you'll be able to achieve any and everything that you need in those 90 days to set you up on the course for your success. Now I'm going to put this link in the chat, and then I'm going to give you a few testimonies from some of my clients that I have had. So hold on one second. Make sure I get this to everyone. So this is my client, T. Wallace. T. Wallace is the owner of founder of PIC, People Inspiring Change Through Kindness, right? She's got an incredible story about being homeless and living in her car. You know, if you look her up, you get an opportunity to hear that story. It's an interesting one. She said, I've always considered discipline and consistency to be the most challenging when it comes to my success. Coach Andre's content and coaching have helped me to ultimately understand those same areas are where I hold the most power. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, I'm using them as tools to build the life I've always wanted. That's coming through the 90-day program. One of my other ones, Rosie, founder of SOAR Hospitality. She'd have to say, I appreciate Coach Andre's mentoring as it pertains to SOAR, from showing me how to scale our organization in a way that will place us in a position to excel even that much further, to encouraging me to become more confident in my own abilities to go hard, reach deep, and leave no stone of opportunity unturned. Just by simply unlocking the mind. And it really is that simple. See, a lot of us have these hurdles, these roadblocks, these things in our mind that just hold us up, that just stop us from our greatness. Things we were told as a child. You know, they call it the past for a reason. That's where it needs to be. You don't revisit it to hold you down. You revisit it to not make the same mistakes. They say the best success comes out of failure when you don't repeat it, right? And if you are successful, you'll be successful again. And you'll keep being successful. Will you invest in you? Do you want the mindset nuggets that you need to live life on purpose? Do you want to build a better relationship with your family, friends, yourself? Did this masterclass bring you any value? Invest in you. And like I told you, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, right? Hold on one second. Let me see. I'm going to put this link in the chat. It's access to my free DISC assessment. And this is free. I'm gonna say it again, free to everybody that is currently in this Zoom. And once you sign up for this DISC assessment and you take it, I'll get the information. You'll get an email to set up a one-on-one. And we're going to take 30 minutes and dissect the first 2 pages of your DISC assessment to unlock your mind. I'm going to give that to you totally free. And you can research this assessment and Eric Thomas and Hagee and all the other gentlemen that use this assessment to really unlock and master who you are for free. Now, it will only be while you're here in the chat. So if you leave the chat, or the few people that left early so you don't get access to it, giving it to you free now. It's a very simple assessment. It's questions about you. And if anybody knows anything about you, it's you, right? So everybody has that in the chat. Outstanding. And you guys, I told you I was going to keep you 45 minutes. I went 47. But that's it. Become the master chef of your life. I have a saying, perfection is the goal, but progress is the expectation. We all strive for perfection, and we know we'll never be perfect. But see, it's the progress, it's the journey that makes it worth it. And thank you for your time today. Follow me. I got a podcast, Menu Mondays with Chef Andre. Anywhere you listen to your podcast, whether it be Spotify, whether it be Amazon, YouTube. I think, yeah, YouTube. You can do it on YouTube Music as well. Anywhere you listen to your podcast. And the direct link to it is at itrnradio.com. Intentional Talk Radio Network. itrnradio.com. And then you follow me, of course, my website, andreblastingame.com, at B Game Coaching. My personal is at BlastJ69, andreblastingame.com, and then my YouTube channel, YouTube at andreblastingame.com. So I thank you guys so much for this time. And like I said, I'm going to do something that I normally don't do. I'm going to open it up for a few questions. And we can do some on-the-spot coaching. Let me stop sharing my screen. Hold on one second. Excellent. So you can come off mute now. Raise your hand, because we got quite a few people in here. Raise your hand if you have a question, a comment, anything of that nature. If you just want to comment that we have, that I brought you some value today, man, I'd appreciate that too. But if not, man, we are done. You have the links to the program. You have the links to the free DISC assessment. Once again, I'm giving you, take advantage. Take advantage. Excellent. Oh, I see Tori. Tori, go ahead. Come off you, man. Ask your question.
Man, I just wanted to say thank you. This was eye-opening. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. Can
okay,
you hear
sweet.
me?
Yeah. I just wanted to say thank you so much. This was a wonderful opportunity connecting on LinkedIn. I'm glad people use it the way it should be used, as opposed to just posting crap out there and connecting for no reason. So it was nice that there was some meaning and value in that connection. So thank you. And as well, some of these are kind of hard truths to swallow, just focusing on self, but I really appreciate it. It's nice to hear that affirmation. And I definitely will be implementing this stuff starting today, officially.
Excellent. I appreciate you, Tori. Thank you. All right. I see you. Well, guys, that's it. If anybody wants to make sure you take advantage of this free assessment. You can go out there and look and see how much people pay for these assessments. And I'm giving it to you totally free, no obligation. And if you decide to sign up, like I said, the link is in the chat. Definitely love to have you part of our coaching sessions. We're going to have our next 2-hour session on September 30th. So if you sign up, you can get in the last 10 spots, 10, 9, 8, 7, the last 5 spots on there. And if you don't get in on this one, then we'll have another one coming up in October. So definitely excited. That's it. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit me up in LinkedIn. I hope to stay connected, and I appreciate your time. Y'all have an outstanding day. bag.